to Bloodborne playthrough, the sick one. I will be, playing sick again. This is day 2. We have our hot drink. Today's choice is, hot cocoa, but, should probably be having something more, healthy for me, like maybe some hot pink lemonade or some hot, some warm tea. But I've been craving hot chocolate, and now I have an excuse. It's nice, it's cool, and, you know, those nice November nights, and I wanted something, warm. As you saw last time, we made Moira, and we did a bunch of stuff. I actually, grinded just a little bit off screen to level up twice. Wrong button, of course. If you look at our stats, we're now level 13. I think we started off with level 10. We leveled up vitality and strength, and I think we also leveled up endurance once too. So I think I did strength and endurance off screen. That brings us to a good introduction to a mechanic. If you need quicksilver bullets, you can take some of your health using, or maybe not. It should be up on the D-pad. What the hell? Okay, up on the D-pad, or yeah, up on the D-pad, to in exchange for a little bit of health, you can get some quicksilver bullets if you need them real quick. If you notice, also, we now have 20 blood vials. I grinded just a tad and got some. There's something I didn't mention yesterday, and in the part 2, the long, tedious part 2, we also have some water to keep ourselves hydrated. But that wasn't what I wanted to mention. What I wanted to mention was that there are optional bosses in the game, and the one we tried to fight yesterday, the cleric beast, is one of them. Now, in the DLC, I believe some of the optional bosses become mandatory, but for we don't have the DLC, so we're not going to use it. We don't have to beat, but it's a good way to get some, to train, because the, Cleric Beast is an easier, boss. I don't want to mention names of the other bosses, but you have no idea what they are. And some of them aren't really even spoilery. Some are, I believe. That leads me to something. It'll just remind me of something. But we won't do it right now, because then it'd be a little too obvious. Now, we could... Why not start this off right, huh? Let's go try and fight the Cleric Beast. Just because we can. Now, when you come back, there won't be a cutscene or anything if there is for a boss, but we'll have this guy. Oh no. Okay, so we want to avoid doing that. You want to kind of take it slow, but you also want to get hits in. You don't want to be too cautious, but you don't want to just not do anything. A good way for this to get this boss is to go behind and attack. You want to dodge and roll. That is, with any Soulsborne series, that is very crucial, is to... You want to get close, but not too close. Sorry if I go quiet. It takes concentration. Patience is key in fighting these guys. I just stunned it, but I wasn't in the right place to visceral attack. Now I'll explain visceral attack a little later, maybe after we beat this guy. You don't want to get back into a corner. See, we're not taking enough risks. Oh. Yep. We got very close. I'm proud. We might want to do a few more things, kind of grindy, before we face Cleric Beast. There are some things we can do. We can go back to those god-awful sewers and get some items. If you remember that one wolf-like guy, from earlier. Yes. Kind of, yeah, we'll go down this way. You'll notice the green bar is my stamina, and it recharges pretty quickly. So don't be afraid to do rolls and any kind of thing that takes stamina. Which your attacks also take stamina, as you can see. Ooh, this hot chocolate's nice. Progress report on my lovely cold. Today I have sniffles, and we also have a sore throat, so that is wonderful. And we're having internet issues again. I just want to knock these guys down, just so they don't surprise us. For some reason it won't let me lock on to this one. We're gonna try to persist through the internet issue. Sometimes it just makes the quality go down, which isn't necessarily too much of a problem, but I've had times where it just, completely, yeah, I already got the item here, but we'll get some, echoes. So, it's not completely a waste of time. Oh, that's right. A good thing about carrion crows, or barking crows, whatever you would like to call them, is that they're pretty much one-shot. These guys are also, thankfully, pretty easy. I want to if there's an item here. There's not. There's a bunch of guys over here. Now that guy in the corner from up there, we might swing around and get that guy. But we can't get up there from down here. Ooh, I better. These guys, again, pretty easy. Don't do too much damage. Oh! Ooh, I thought I was a goner. But you don't want these guys to, overwhelm you. They move slow, they're not too intimidating. The only problem is, again, not letting yourself run out of stamina or them get an attack on you. Just like that. You want to dodge. See? We got them all. Oh. Yeah, we got a blood vial out of it. And there's nothing down here. You'll see an item right there, and there's that wolf guy that killed me several times earlier. In the last part. Well, there's stuff we can do down here. Let's see, there's at least one item up there. Sometimes items are kind of traps. And I'm covered in sewage. Should probably have my stream playing in another window, so I know if I need to switch my stream off, if audio's on, because I did that with Shadow of the Colossus. My thing's currently loading, so let's not make any more progress until we can rest assured that everything is nice and working accordingly. Which, for some reason, it doesn't want to sometimes. Ah, the hot chocolate is now perfect temperature. Hot enough for sips, but not enough for gulps. Oh, it's so good. And my Wii U gamepad is being shit. And my energy is wavering. Okay, it's loading now. We'll turn the volume off, because naturally we want to do that. Okay. Okay, so everything seems to be in order. I'll have my stream playing in the corner. Since there's no one to tell me. There's stuff over here, stuff over here. Mostly carrion crows right now. That one viewer is me. Another madman's knowledge. Excellent. You can use those at any time. There's another shortcut up here. But, sky. Actually, it might say something. Actually, let's demonstrate visceral attacks on this guy. Okay. I stunned it, but I didn't... Is that a statue? Once it's charging, we do that, we run up, R1, and it does a heavy amount of damage. That is indeed a fucking statue. We got some blood vials. That's nice. I could always use more. Now, if you always see a light under a door or an oddly colored lantern, that means you could probably interact. Most of the people you can't really do any special things with. But there are some. See this odd colored lantern? This indicates we can talk.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Can you just go look for my mum? She never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs, and when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, please, I know you can do it.
Of course, we opened the wrong one again. It's habit. Now, this can be used as an item. If we select it by pressing down on the D-pad, we can switch our items. And we can play it. Can't really use it on that many enemies. But now, we have another thing in case we want to come down this way. But we don't. We really don't. In fact, we have enough to probably level up. We should probably go do that. Seems to be an item over there or something. In fact, there's something I want to do. And I could do it this way. But I kind of don't want to. Because there's a lot of enemies. I'm kind of down on vials. And there's no ladder up that way. Yes, there is. Let's just explore the sewer and see if we can't find anything. Did I pass the ladder? No. Plenty of items. There's also plenty of enemies that want to kill me. We're getting ourselves in a pickle, aren't we? They make some hideous noises. See, they make, they're very... I was foolish. I should have gotten some health. Ugh! Hair. Live with enough cats. Just find their hair naturally in things. Unfortunately. We don't want to use the music box, though. It's kind of weak. It doesn't really do much of anything. Sorry for all the snuffling and sniffling. Okay, we're gonna bum rush. We're gonna bum rush. Because I want my fucking echoes, and then we're just gonna leave. Welcome, viewer. We're just heading up into the... Yeah, I have to go this way. The goal is to run around like an asshole, kill whatever has my... Ah! I've already... Ah! I'm almost dead. Congratulations. You've almost killed me. Perhaps I could just trigger that crow to come down and get me. Wait a minute. It's chasing me. It is chasing me. Is it gonna chase me all the way? Because that's not ideal. Ooh. Oh. The hell was that? Can I? Come here. No, you want to. Are you guys making the noises? They sound like drunk seals. I just want my echoes back without having to go through a hassle. Fortunately, that crow doesn't want to come down. What? We are in quite the predicament. Oh, honestly, I should kill some of these guys for some vials. Perhaps we can use the music box. Maybe this will attract their attention. No. We are going to have... Oh! Okay. So we lost all those echoes. So we're gonna either have to grind some more. Here's the plan. My weapon should be low. Of course, I pressed the wrong button once more. Nope, wrong button. Again. Yeah, my weapon has seen better days. I'm going to... I'm gonna get it back up to snuff. That's just because this town's haunted. I can't even get the item. There we go. Okay. The ambience in the game is really nice. I like the voices you hear. By nice, I mean it adds to the world. It's not fun to listen to. It's a lot of screaming, moaning, crying, mad laughter. People praying to God. It's awful, but it's good.
Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnham lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yarnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
Our buddy is quite helpful. We have 3 insight, we have some echoes. We are going to not fortify, but heal. She's asleep. We'll let her rest. An item. Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. We're gonna repair. Now we should be back up to 200. To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge beast, lest the night carry on forever. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go try and fight the cleric beast. Just 'cause we can. I'd rather do that instead of... We can go with sewer, a different route. We'll do that later. For now, we're just gonna... try and fight and win the cleric beast. Actually... I think we can level up again. How, you say? I'm going to teach you another thing. Yes, we have to go through that awful loading screen once more. And we have a guest. Hello. Hello. Would you like to say anything? Hi. We have a guest. His name is Beauty. He only has one eye. But he's a sweet boy. He's a little gentle cat. A little tabby with swirls on his side. Now, earlier, by earlier I mean around part 1 or 2, we picked up some cold blood dew right before I ate shit in the sewer for like the billionth time. Actually, this is one of the first times. Now, if you use it, you get blood echoes.
Welcome. What is it? Very well, Ned.
Now, what do we want to level up? Vitality, definitely.
Farewell, good hunter.
Now, let's buy some of those nice vials, because we don't have too many. At the beginning of the game, they're a little sparse. Actually, we might need to grind just a tad in order to get a good amount of blood vials. We only need about 4 more. Yeah. You can increase that later in the game, but unfortunately only by a couple. So here we go. Groundhog Day. Our weapon. Before we fight the cleric beast, let's get some blood echoes and some blood vials, and then we will go in. That guy, I don't think ever drops vials. I think he only drops quicksilver bullets. You, on the other hand, drop anything. You didn't drop anything either. Wow. Disappointment. Never tasted so... No, instead of going down here to these guys, you can go this way and end up at the sewer. But you have to go through an area. It's filled with those half-transformed guys. The ones that look more like werewolves than the werewolves. We're not dying. We're not dying. No. And we died. But luckily that guy's... Oh. Fortunately, my skills aren't the best. I'd say they're average. Maybe even good. Great? That's up for debate. I can tell you one thing. You probably heard an echo the whole time. That is disappointing, but it is fixed. I just remembered, Ugh. Sorry. Does he have my echoes? It appears he does not. Which means I can just go pick him up. Should be up here. We died around here. And you see this pile of blood that's glowing with a beacon. It's your blood echoes. And we got them back. Now we're gonna not fight the guy in this tight area. If you cannot fight an enemy in a tight area, if it's avoidable, then by all means. If you can't avoid it, you know, just dodge and roll. Soulsborne's games are about the rolling. Now, I've never played a Dark Souls game, but I have played this game enough to know that, you gotta roll. No item. Let's not attract those werewolves. Also, rolling into things is very fun. Another thing I forgot to mention is that this game is wonderful in the fact that if you see those areas out in the distance, each area you look at, you can pretty much guarantee you're gonna at least go to it sometime. See over there? That bridge? That's where you fight the cleric beast. And if you get high up in the game, to higher points, you can just see everything, and you just see, you know, where... There's a good example, down there. You go there later. I believe... How much later, I don't know. But if you look around... Probably not conveying this very nicely, but when you look around, you're probably gonna go to those areas. See that place out in the distance? You're probably gonna go to it. There's actually a clock tower somewhere that I know exactly what you have to do at that certain point in the game, and I know how to get there and when you get there. Which is when we beat the non-optional boss, the story boss. No, we don't need to talk to her. Or go up there. We need to talk to this guy. We need to purchase blood vials. How many can we get? Nice. We have just about enough. 195, that's fine. Ugh. I am so sorry. Ugh. Now. Just gonna bum rush everything. Get some stamina back. And then... here we go. And as you can see from any attempts previous, the boss will always keep its health bar. Aiming things in this game kind of sucks. Now, there's several types of enemy types in this game. There's beasts and there's kin. Kin, which we won't face until a little later. Okay, we're getting backed into a corner. We're not doing much damage. We want to back off and regain that stamina and some health. Just to make sure we have enough health. Yes, you want to avoid. Gain stamina. Get behind it. Unleash. Now, go. Now, beasts are weak to fire, while kin is weak to electric. The third type is just hunter types, like me and you. Get behind it. Get behind it. If you can't get behind it, you back up. Again, do not get backed into a corner. Pebbles do nothing. Don't even try them. And we've beaten him. Blood rain. Blood everywhere. And we have a new lantern. $10 Quicksilver. That'll go nicely in our storage. Now we can level up now a couple times. Almost around 4. You'll also notice we've used quite a bit of blood vials. So we will have to restock up on those. But for now, let's level up.
Very well. Let me.
Now you saw we got the badge, which means now we can buy items, such as the Kirk hammer. For 3,000, you can buy it. And it's a very, very... It's a pretty powerful weapon for a non-DLC. There's also this item, which we will need later. Much later. Not much later. But later. We also now we have the repeating pistol, so if you want to go back and want to use a different weapon, you don't have to restart your whole game. You eventually will get access to all the previous weapons, such as the threaded cane, and whichever weapons you didn't choose. So you will get access to the saw cleaver, the hunter's axe, and the threaded cane. We also now have some clothing options, which are probably better than the ones we have on now. And we'll be able to see Moira's beautiful face more. We'll need this especially for a little later, and that's useful to have. These are useful. Again, there's 3 types. There's the hunter type, or normal person. They're basically a human, so they don't really have a weakness. You have to fight them as is. You can fight them with electric or fire, but it's only going to do a little more damage. But it's not really gonna do much else to help you. You also see now we have 6 insight. We're gonna use one of those and get an item up here. The small resonant bell. You ring this bell to help hunters in other worlds. Now we'll be able to go into other people's. So, ring to become the enemy of a hunter in another world. So if you want to fight people, then yeah, go for it. Did I just take damage? Did I just roll off and take damage from jumping? That is really weird. I've never taken damage before. But I think that's going to be it for this part. The next part we will probably be leveled up a little more. Probably going to level up behind the scenes, grind a bit, and next time we'll probably not be chicken shits and actually go into the sewers. So I will bid you adieu. See you next time.